The U.S. bishops are promoting the Holy Father's Share the Journey campaign to support the plight of refugees around the world. This is a picture of an event in the Diocese of Camden, New Jersey. This campaign is encouraging people to take pictures and share them on social media using the hashtag #ShareJourney to support refugees. Joining us now is Bill Canny, Executive Director of Migration and Refugee Services at the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops. Welcome to the program.
Great to be here, Lauren.
The Holy Father wants us to feel this campaign personally. So what should we be doing? Taking refugees into our homes?
Well, that can be a little difficult. As you know, right now, we're not accepting very many refugees. But what the Holy Father wants us to do is encounter, talk to, speak with people, reach out and shake the hands of people who are different than we are, who perhaps are obviously of a different color or speak a different language. This can be the taxi driver. This can be someone who's working in a store. This could be your doctor, somebody who's different than us. He's saying, reach out, encounter, and learn what their life is about.
You just mentioned that the U.S. has reduced the number of refugees allowed into the United States. It'll be 45,000 next year. That's quite a precipitous drop from the Obama administration. What is your reaction to that news, especially as Pope Francis is asking the Church not to forget to welcome refugees?
Yeah, well, we're certainly dismayed at the conference. We feel that more refugees deserve a chance to be saved. These are people who can't return home, nor can they stay in the countries where they are. There are 1 million of them, and in the last years we've taken 75, 85, 90,000. And certainly we would promote that level of support for refugees who can't return home.
You know what I think a lot of people are worried about is terror. And yeah. I think that's the fear that these refugees somehow are going to be ISIS. Tell us why you think that might not be true.
Yeah. Well, first of all, the fear itself is true. So we have to recognize it. And that's important. However, refugees are fleeing violence. The Syrians have been fleeing ISIS. They themselves have been terrorized. Secondly, the refugee resettlement program is the most vetted program this country has. People go through extensive checks of
biometrics.
Biometrics, you have social media checks now. This is a 2 or 3 year process. No terrorist is going to try and come in through this particular program. These are people who are well vetted, and we choose to come to the country. We've chosen them through this process.
Tell us about the Week of Prayer and Action for Migrants coming up, very briefly.
Well, October 7th to 13th, as part of the Share the Journey campaign, which you've noted in your show already, it's a week of prayer and action, reflection on migrants and refugees, people forced to leave their homes, to come to our country or others. And it's just to follow the Holy Father's lead in thinking and reflecting on them.
Thank you so much. Bill Canny with the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, the Executive Director of Migration and Refugee Services.